This week's Perashat is Perashat Vayigash, and we all know the idea why Yosef has the name Yosef HaSadiq, because of the story of Eshet Potifar. There are many Hazal that bring it down. There's even a Zohar that tells us on the Pasuk, V'amech kulam sadikim. Who's called a Sadiq? Mandenatir, Berit, person who watches himself from sin. So therefore that's where the idea of Yosef receiving the name Yosef HaSadiq came from. However, I saw another idea why Yosef received the name Sadiq, and I think it's a powerful lesson. Rabbi Shet bar Yefett Harofeh, a great rabbi from Halab that lived over 700 years ago in Halab, he brings down on the Pasuk, Vayinashek lekol echav vayebka lehem. Yosef kisses all his brothers and he cries on them. V'acharechen, and after that, Diberu echav ito. His brothers were able to talk to him. On this pasuk, he brings down a Midrash Tanhuma, Amar Rabbi Shmuel bar Nachmani, L'sakana gedula yarad Yosef im echav. Yosef put himself in tremendous danger with his brothers. Why? Because if they would kill him, nobody would ever know. He sent everybody out of the room. All his servants, all his guards go out, and he's there left alone with his brothers. They could have killed him, and nobody would be there to protect him. Why? Because he sent everybody out. But why did he do it? The Midrash tells us, Elakach amar Yosef belibo. This is what Yosef said in his heart. Mutav sheherag. It's better that I become killed. That I should not embarrass my brothers. How can I embarrass my brothers in front of the Egyptians? It's better for me to put myself into sakana, that they can kill me. That's what Yosef thought. That's the end of the Midrash. And Rabbi Shet bar Yefett Harofeh adds, and that's the idea in the next pasuk when it says that this came to the ears of Paro, Vayitav be'einei Paro u'be'einei avadav, and he heard this, Paro, and it was good in his eyes. What does that mean? Gamzeh hadavar shama' Paro. This also, this idea that Yosef sent everybody out and he put himself into danger not to embarrass his brothers. It was heard in the ears of Paro, v'yashar be'einav. And he understood it clear that this is the way of the righteous. V'amar Sadiku. And Paro gave the name Sadiq to Yosef. V'noda bazeh Hashem. And he's known with this name, Yosef HaSadiq, ad ata, till today. Gam ben umot ha'olam. Even amongst the goyim. Who gave Yosef the name Yosef HaSadiq, Paro? And from that day on, his name was known as Yosef HaSadiq, even in amongst the goyim. It's a powerful lesson. Because Yosef did not want to embarrass his brothers. I saw Rabbi Antebi, the great rabbi from Halab from the 1800s. Even in the 1700s, he was a chief rabbi. And he brings down this whole idea of Sinat Hinam. And we know the first Beit HaMikdash was destroyed because of the Gimel Averot, because of the three cardinal sins. But the second Beit HaMikdash was because of Sinat Hinam, a baseless hatred. The first Beit HaMikdash was rebuilt. But the second, which was destroyed from this baseless hatred, is not rebuilt. And he brings down this idea, what it does. Midah keneged midah. Why is it so powerful? It's only a law. It's only a negative commandment. Don't hate your brother. But midah keneged midah. Just as Sinat Hinam causes a separation, it breaks apart, so too Bnei Yisrael has to be scattered around the world. That's midah keneged midah. They're not one. When the Jewish people are one, they're powerful. No ummah, no nation can destroy them. Like we find by Purim, Ahashverosh. Haman tells him, Yesh'am ehad. There's one nation, it's mefuzarim furad, it's spread out. It's not anymore one nation. Now you have the ability to attack them, to decree on them. And that's why Haman thought he would be successful. That's the idea here. Sinat Hinam causes this ripping apart of Bnei Yisrael. And Yosef couldn't see it. And he says a powerful lesson that Moshe Rabbeinu, when he was in front of the snare burning, this bush burning, what did it symbolize? You know what it symbolized? You have the snare over there. It's burning. Jewish people are in Galut. There's a fire burning. They're thrown out throughout the world. There's no Beit HaMikdash. There's no unity. And what's happening when you take thorns and you burn thorns, you hear the crackling. They're still crackling, fighting in with each other while they're still burning. Although they're thrown into Galut, they're still out there thorning each other, crackling in each other, fighting with each other. That's this terrible destruction, this poison of Sinat Hinam, of baseless hatred. Rabbi Antebi tells us in another area, when you go out of your way and you show that love, you show that tremendous love towards another person, automatically he reciprocates with that same powerful love. And that's the idea, I think, in the Pasuk when it says that Yosef went, he threw out everybody from the room. He put himself in danger. He kissed his brothers. And right after that, they were able to talk to him, the Pasuk says. Why? Because they saw that unbounded love just pouring out from Yosef. So they reciprocated in the same way. It broke the barriers. As Hashem, we should take the lesson, repair, Has v'shalom, any hardships that we have amongst ourselves, our families, our brothers, our sisters, our community, our neighbors. Let's love each other and have a beautiful Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.